what it is, homies, what it is. Back again, once more. Back once more. In here. Mixtape Darius, what up, homie? Want to read, what up, what up? All right, let's make this shit happen, man. We gonna get it. All right. Let's get ourselves situated right here, man. Throw the mic up right here. All right. I hate that flashing on that damn mic, though, man. Let me slide it over a little bit. I'm gonna turn it around. All right, there we go. All right. Naveem, what up, man? What up? Yo, man, this abstinence shit is almost over for me, man. This is my last month, man. This is it. Shit about to be over, man. Some shit I got to discuss, though, man, because shit, I just got back from the gym, one. First time in 2 weeks I've been able to work out, man. Haven't lost too much, man. If y'all see me spitting shit in this cup, man, I got some blackberries in this fucking shake right here, man. It's got them big ass seeds in it, man. Somebody feel like pieces of wood. Yo. Goddamn, man. I think I be coming in too early, man. Mama don't be showing up at 11 o'clock. Yeah, man. Those them blackberry seeds, man, they're annoying, man. They too hard to swallow, man. They get stuck in your throat and everything, man. But gotta have those blackberries, man, in that mix. I let you guys know what I got in this shake, man. I got a bunch of shit in it, so I'm gonna have to go to my fitness pal and let you go through all this shit, man. I got about 8 to 10 ingredients in this shake right here, man. I don't know how good it look, but if it look good, it don't taste as good as it look. But the nutritional value is second to none. Man, I've been abstinent for 6 months. It's time for this abstinence shit to be over, man. It's time for this abstinence shit to be over. 6 months. No sex in 6 months. No head in 6 months. No none of that in 6 months. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, man. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm going to get about it next month, boy. I ain't lying to you. For a minute anyway. But there are some pitfalls, man, waiting on me, man. Because when you go a long period of time, man, without female touch, man, it's easy, man, to get yourself caught up. And I ain't really trying to go that route, man. Shit, what? All right, it's straggling on up in here a little bit, man. I'm going to hold on, man. I'm going to hold off a little bit longer this time, man. I think I'll be jumping it off too quick, man. Y'all be patient with me, man. I'm going to hold off, man, see if we can get a couple of more heads up in here, man. Matter of fact, man, let me change these glasses right here, man. All right, boy, Now we here, man. Now we here. We in the game now, baby. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, you get a shitload of strength, man. So that's why I do it, man. 6 months out of every year. I just abstain 6 months out of every year. Last year, what I did, man, is I did 3 on, 3 off, 3 on, 3 off. Then the year before that, man, I did the same thing, man. I went the last 6 months. So from like June, from like July through Christmas, I went, oh nah, man, no fat, man. I don't participate in that raping myself shit, man. I feel funny, man, when I jack out, man. I feel funny, man. I found that out when I was young, man. Like I don't know, man. I feel weird, man. Shit feel weird to me, man. So that's why I can't 100% swear off women, man, because fapping, man, that shit feel weird to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fantasize about women, man. I don't have no fantasies, man. So I really be paying attention to the act, man. I be really focused on what I'm doing, man. And like, I be watching my hand and shit, man. I be like, man, what the hell am I doing, man? Like, I don't have no fantasies, man. Like, I can't really think of anything that I ever fantasized about, man, that I haven't lived already. So, you know, I don't really have any exciting fantasies or anything like that, man. All right, man. So, hey, man, look, I ain't gonna wait too much longer, man. I believe in starting, man, at the same time, man. And, you know, I just let the straggler straggle on in, man. So, like I said, man, this is my last month, man, of this abstinence journey right here, man. Some kind of way I got my months twisted this time. I just felt like starting on an odd month. So that's why I ran over into February as opposed to being like, you know, 6 months out of a 12-month period, out of every 12-month year. But, hey, man, my years don't have to start in January and in December, man. That's calendar shit. But, man, I'm going to tell you, man, the main concern that I have, man, is that the first chick I smashed, man, I'm going to end up spending too much time with her. And that quality time, man, is what gets you caught the hell up. You know, the homie John Wolf asked me, he just actually sent me a message, man, not long ago, man, probably like an hour ago. Or how do you protect yourself emotionally when you're dealing with women? Nothing gets you caught up with women, man, except quality time. All that quality time and romantic shit and laying up and cuddling and all that, you know, all that bullshit, man. That old sucker stuff, man, that make you feel like, man, maybe she the one. Or, you know, you sitting on the sofa, she laying her head in your lap, man, you rubbing on her body. Yeah, it feel good when you're doing it, but it's not healthy for you emotionally, man. So that's really my main thing, man, making sure that I don't end up getting caught up with the first chick that I smashed, man. Because, you know, like Juan said, man, they'll be asking for that time, and then you'll find yourself enjoying the time so damn much that before you know it, you realize, man, that you just spent 3 days straight at this broad crib, man, or 2 at her crib, but then she come to your crib one. Before you know it, man, you got a few clothes at her crib, she got a few clothes at your crib, man. That's how you get caught up, man. What you have to do, what I'm gonna have to do, is make sure that I keep in mind what the purpose is, what the mission is. I'm just trying to cut, man. That's it. I don't want nothing else. She ain't got to cook no dinner for me. She ain't got to do none of that. I just want her to be ready and willing and able to, you know, handle this 6 months pent up frustration, man, you know, without being paralyzed. That's all I wanted to do. And, you know, the thing is, man, this is the type of thing where if you share it with a woman, man, let me tell you something, man. Like I said in the last live stream, women respond to strength, and they also respond to their desire to have the things that they can't have. If you tell a woman you've been abstinent for 6 months, no fap, no nothing, she automatically recognizes the strength in that. Because she herself has probably only done that by force. Maybe while she was pregnant, or maybe while, you know, she was so focused on something else that she just didn't have any sex drive or anything like that. But, man, that strength right there will make her feel like maybe I'm the one. Maybe she should, you know, try to put her hooks in me or some shit like that. And I ain't the one to be hooked, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your hooks in me, shout it. I don't want you to be hooked. I don't want to be hooked. I don't want none of that. I just want to get laid and get paid. That's it. All I'm trying to do is rest, dress, finesse, shine, recline, and the finest vines all the time, lay, play, and wait on my pay, baby. That's all I'm trying to do, man. I ain't got time for nothing else, period. So, you know, coming off of it this time, man, I'm kind of thinking a lot about it, man, because I got 3 or 4 chicks already lined up, man. 3 for sure. The 4th one, she actually the baddest one, man. But the 4th one, she claimed to be a feminist, man, but her ideas don't really match the feminist ideology. She just seemed like one who wants to claim it because in her mind it represents feminine strength. But her ideals, man, don't really go along with that, man. But anyway, so, you know, that's how I'm going to spend, man. Probably when March starts, man, first couple of weeks in March, man, that's how I'm going to spend it, man. Yo, I ain't tell you guys this, man. Since I've been fighting that flu shit, man, I lost 22 pounds, dog. I went 10 days without eating anything, man. Just drinking fluids. 10 straight days, I didn't eat one single drop of food, man. Just drinking fluids. And mostly water. So, man, I dropped a shitload of weight, man. I'm talking a shitload of weight. But I'm cool with it because I went to the gym today, man. I ain't lose a lot of strength. You know, I pretty much just went machines, man. This is my first time working out, man, in almost 3 weeks, man. So I just went in, man, and got on the machines a little bit, man. Did the pec deck. What I did, man, is I did some supersets. Supersetted the pec fly with the real delt fly on the pec deck machine, man. I supersetted straight leg leg lifts, man, for lower abs, and I used this back extension machine, man, for low back. I ain't really go too hard, man. I did chin ups for back and biceps, mostly biceps. For me, body work for biceps works better. So I went in, man, and I did that, man, and then I reversed that, man. I did some T-bar rolls, man. I ain't do a whole lot. Just wanted to get in there and do some of my strong movements. You know what I'm saying? My back is one of my strong points, man. My abs are strong points, man. I just want to, you know, my rectus spinae are pretty strong. I just want to go in there, man, and get back used to the movement, man. I was tired as hell in that too, man. I ain't work out for like 35 minutes, man. My workouts only last about 45 minutes anyway. But I couldn't make 45 today, man. So it felt pretty good getting back in there, man. And you know, I'm back in stride again. I don't mind losing the weight, man. I don't mind dropping it off because I was already cutting, man. I already told you guys I was on the cut, man. I just lost 22 pounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? I lost a little bit of muscle though. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I look, you know what? I ain't lose much muscle, but I look flat because I haven't been eating any carbs or anything, man. So I look real flat and dry, man. So I'm a feedback up, man. Like here, man, I got this shake right here. So, yeah, man. But the thing about women is, man, they want to, anytime they see anything different in you, a different type of strength, a different type of knowledge, a different type of aura, anything, they don't just want to hang out with you. They want to try to lock you the fuck down. And my thing is, man, I don't want to be locked down, but I'm to the point right now, man. The first woman I cut, man, if she really put that monkey on me, man, then I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be more prone, man, to spend more time with her, man. And the thing about that time is she going to get caught up way before I do. That's just how it goes. Women get caught up before men do. So once she gets caught up, she going to start putting forth her very best effort, putting forth extra effort to make sure that I'm comfortable when I'm around her. And that's where it's going to come off with me, man. I mean, you know, it's one of those things, man, because even before I went abstinent, even before I started the vow abstinence, man, before I started the abstinence journey, man, I started winding down our women already. So I already started slowing down like 2 months before that. So as opposed to it being 6 months, it's really been more like maybe 7 months because I really just pushed back, man, to the point where the month before I started the abstinence journey, I didn't have sex that month either. So, you know, we talking, man, that's quite a bit of time, man, for a man that's used to, you know, knocking them down, man. And, you know, we talking about a man who ain't never been with one woman in his whole life, man. I tried. You know, the difference between me and most guys is, and I understand this, man. I understand that most guys aren't like me. I'm the type of man where in a relationship I ever tried to be in, it ended because I couldn't stop fucking other women. I wouldn't stop fucking other women. I had too many options. Like, I had too many options to look and say, okay, I'm just going to be with this one woman, even though I have all of these options. It's impossible. You can do it, but why force yourself to do that when it's not natural? You know, I mean, I've had options. I'm talking about at no point, let me see. I've tried to be in 3 relationships in my life, man. And I tried. Like, they were pretty long term, man. All of them were at least 2 years. But the entire time, man, like I always had at least 8 to 10 other options, man. How can any man, there is no man here who can say that if he had a woman and he had constant 8 to 10 options for sex, that he just do without sex at the time his woman didn't want to give him sex. That he just do without sex at the time his woman didn't feel like it. At the time she was on her menstrual cycle. At the time she was going through whatever she was going through, having a hard time at work. What man here can say that he was just going to sit there and do that, man? I'm not. You know, but I think I could if I didn't have any options. If I didn't have any options, I could be with just one woman. But I've never been at a point where I didn't have multiple options. Never. So for me, trying to be in a relationship with one woman is just, it's fool's gold. It's me selling her a dream. Because even if I wanted to, the fact that I have so many options is not going to allow me to focus on that, man. So, you know, I said a while back, man, that I won't even try it, man. And granted, man, and these were some women, man, that a lot of men would really, man, be, you know, thrilled, man, to have some of these girls, man. I mean, these are the type of girls, man, that men like to settle down with, man. You know what I'm saying? Homebodies, don't club, don't party, don't hang out, you know, go to work, come home, you know, want to watch Netflix or some shit like that, or some stupid show that they like to watch, man. That's all they do, man. Every now and then, man, they want to go out somewhere, man, maybe go somewhere and, you know, do some ballroom dancing or some shit like that. These are the type of women I'm talking about, man. Women who like to go to art galleries and museums and shit. But for me, man, that life is already boring as hell. And then for me not to be able to have, man, you know, the release to have the sexual excitement I want, man, listen, I understand, man, dating women is not worth the reward. The juice is no longer worth the squeeze. But if I sit here and tell you, man, that I'm finna go the rest of my life, man, without sex, man, I'd be lying to you. I don't want to. If I wanted to, I would. But I don't want to. I don't want to go the rest of my life without sex. It makes no sense to me. God created all these beautiful women here for my pleasure. As many of them as I can have, I should have. So I'm not going to look at that. Just like me looking at the Most High saying, I know you gave me this for a gift, but your gift isn't good enough for me. You take it back. Give it to someone else. No. The thing is, all that extra stuff is not what they're for. They're not to pedestalize. They're not to treat like queens. They're not to put on a plateau and say that they're the best thing since sliced bread. They're not to build your life around. They're not to treat like your life is complete without having them. That's not what they're for. They are for pleasure, man. Period. Anything else you're thinking of getting from a woman on an interpersonal level is foolish, man. It's foolish. Friendship, I don't need friendship from a woman, man. The only woman I can be friends with is a woman who's very unattractive. And I don't want to be around a woman who's very unattractive. So I don't want to be friends with an attractive woman. There is no friendship. All I can do with a woman, man, is have fun. Pleasure myself. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. And notice I did say pleasure myself. I don't mean pleasure her. I'm not that type of guy, man. I don't believe that it's my job to please her. It's her job to please me. What I can guarantee her is I am not a minute man, and I will bring enough tools to get the job done. That's all I can tell her. I will bring enough tools to get the job done, and I will not be a minute man. The rest is up to her. Listen to this, man. Why would you burden yourself with the burden of pleasing a woman? Especially a woman that, just think about this. How long have you even known a woman? Let's say you meet a woman and you put the burden of pleasing her on yourself. She knows much more about pleasing herself than you do. It's up to her to figure out how to please herself, or to either let you know when this is working or that's not working. I'm not going to be jumping through no hoops for that, man. Why? Why? Women do not have sex with men to see who can please them. Women have sex with men mostly as a tactic to try to trap you, man. As a tactic to try to trap a man who seems like a worthy candidate to be used, as a worthy candidate to be taken advantage of. So it's not like women are going out trying to find, let me see if I can find a man who can please me. No, they use sex as a weapon, as a tool, as a ploy. So I'm not going to go out there, man, and be talking about, man, you know, jumping through hoops, man, to please this woman, man. I mean, I feel like this, man. She don't have to please me. All she got to do is show up. If she show up, I know how to put her in the position, in the mind frame, in the aura, in the vibe that I need her to be in order for me to get off. I know how to do that. So I don't need her help doing that. And I'm damn sure not finna put forth a shitload of effort, man, trying to make sure she gets off, man. What kind of foolishness is that, man? Let me go ahead, man, and put this link up here, man. Because I'm telling you, man, The best sexual experiences I've ever had, man, was a woman, man, who we just had this crazy chemistry. I didn't have to work hard and try to figure out how to get her off. She got off just because of our sexual chemistry. It was just amazing like that. And that's what I'm looking for. That's why I always say, make them choose, let them choose, then make them hard choose. Your job is done at that point. So, and I've seen so many men get entrapped, man. Like, you cannot allow good sex to trap you. It should take much more than good sex to trap you. Any man that's trapped just because a woman has good sex, man, should really do some soul searching. Because good sex is everywhere. It's all over the place. Prostitutes give good sex. Strippers give good sex. Ghetto girls give good sex. You can get good sex from anywhere. So why are you trapped by it? If a woman has nothing to offer but that, you should never be trapped by that. It is not enough to trap you. That's like putting a worm in the water without a hook on it, thinking you're going to catch a fish. How can you be caught by a worm that's not attached to a hook, man? What you have to understand, man, is that great sex is your right. It is not a privilege. If you take the time to become intimately engaged with a woman, it is your right to be pleased by her. You should not pedestalize her because she pleases you. That means she took on her responsibility as a woman to do the things that's necessary to keep you entertained and interested. Now, honestly, man, I really been thinking about, man, staying on this abstinent thing a little bit longer, man, because just count down the days. Yeah, there's a little bit of excitement there, man, because just count down the days. But for real, man, it's almost like, man, are these bras worth it? Like, the women that I have lined up, are they really worth it? Or did I just line something up because I knew I was about to end the abstinence journey and I wanted to have something lined up? The more I think about it, man, they're really not worthy, man. You know what I'm saying? They're just something to do, man, because it'll be time to do it. But for the most part, man, I'm probably going to skip out on them, man, and just hold off, man, because I feel like at this point, man, even if I'm just going to have sex with a woman, man, she needs to be a quality woman. I'm a quality man. And I think that's part of the problem with us as men. We do everything in our power to make sure ourselves quality men. Mika L7, I see you, boy. What up, man? When you build yourself up, man, to be the best man you could possibly be, why would you then settle for a woman lower than that? And I'll take it a step further. You know, you hear that you should get yourself together. You should make sure you got everything lined up. You should make sure that you increase your own value. You become the best man you could be, the leanest, meanest, most confident, most paid version of yourself. Why would you then be willing to deal with women who wouldn't deal with you before you got your shit together? Like, why would you say, okay, now I'm worthy of you dealing with me? I got my stuff together. I got my money right. I've done everything I need to do. I'm a much better man now. Now I know you didn't want me before because I wasn't up to par for you. I wasn't up to your standards, but now I am. Will you have me now? Am I good enough for you now? I think I am. What do you think? Present yourself to a broad man like you some type of puppy in the damn pet store window. What about this one? You like this one? This is a nice little dog. Doesn't boo-boo in the house or anything. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. If a woman can't accept me the way I am, then when I become the way I will be, her option to have me is gone. You don't get to get the improved me. What you got to do, man, is make these women invest in your potential. Any woman who can't see your potential, invest in your potential, doesn't deserve you, man, when you become the man that you're going to be. That's just the way it is, man. She just doesn't deserve you when you become the man that you're going to be. And that's really in any facet of life, man. Even when it comes to friends, man, if there's a group of cats, man, that you're not good enough to deal with them, man, because of, your money situation or your school situation or your family situation or whatever. If you're not good enough to deal with them now, man, when you get on, when you make the changes necessary, then still don't deal with them. You'll get to pick and choose, man, when I'm good enough to be in your life or when I'm good enough to have you in mind, man. I ain't playing that game, man. And you shouldn't either. Let no woman tell you, man, that, oh, now you good enough. Bro, if you don't get out of my face, that shit, that was too good for you before I got on. I ain't gonna sit and try to act like now I'm good enough for you. Crazy ass on somewhere. I'm telling you, man, we as men, man, we gotta understand, man, that we represent the power, man. This is still a man's world, man. We represent the power. I ain't making this up, man. All right, man. I'm gonna try to get this link right this time, man. Try to get this link right, man. Y'all bear with me here, man. I don't really know what happened to it yesterday, though, man. I don't know what happened to it. Let's see. All right, this is how I do it right here, man. Bam. Bam. All right. All right, let's see if this gonna get it right here, man. All right, let's see if that link gonna work, man. Let me click on it and see. Damn, why in the fuck is this link not working, man? This is crazy. How the hell the page I requested doesn't exist when I just got the link from the page? Yo, so you man, think about how much you have to work. Just if you're out of shape. Think about how much work, hard work, dedication it takes, man, for you to get in shape when you're out of shape. It takes a while, man. Yeah, people be saying, man, you can do it in 30 days. Bullshit, man. You can't get ripped. You can't get cut in 30 days. You out of shape. You can't get in shape in 30 days. You out of shape. Not long-term shape. You can do something stupid like some tea diet or some shit, but they ain't gonna get you in shape. They're just gonna make you lose weight. How long does it take you to build a business, man? A successful business to where you can sustain your life and continue to grow your business. How long does it take you to do that, man? How long does it take you to get a degree? Let's say you go get the master's after that. How long does it take you to do that? It takes years, man, to do all of these things. And then after all that hard work, man, you're going to turn right back around, man, to a broad who told you before you weren't good enough. And now you're going to present yourself to her like, now I'm good enough for you. Man, don't do it. Who is she? What is she? What does she represent? For her to be in a position where now you got to earn. Man, listen, bro. I'm not going to do it. You shouldn't do it. They're not worth it. Okay, it should be all. All right. I wonder why it's doing that, though, man. It should be all, too, man. I don't know why it's doing that, man. Let me see. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this, man. It's starting to irk me, though, man. Let me see. Man, this is crazy, man. I don't really understand what's up with this link, man. I really don't. It's crazy, man. All right, I'm going to try the link one more time, man. Because this thing's starting to irk me a little bit, man. All right, now let's see. Even that one, man, this shit still taking me to a crazy link, man. This shit is crazy. Man, I ain't worried about it, man. I ain't worried about it right now, man. But, man, I appreciate that Most High chosen original, man. Yeah, man, that wolf joint, man, I had to go ahead and grab that, man. It was, when I saw it, man, I knew I had to get it, man. So, You know, man, I don't really know what's up with this link, man, to this store, man. Let me see if I can maybe I should just go in the other way, man, and not go in through the actual site, man. Maybe I just go in through I just go in through the theme store, man. See, I don't even know what the hell that is, man. All right. So, you know, man, it's one of those things where, you know, we as men have to start to understand, man, that whatever we think, is the case simply is not the case, man. You know, we can't continue to let women treat us like they're the hot commodity and we're just some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to, man. It comes down to us being treated like we're just some shit to just, you know, like we're nothing. You know, we belong to them. You know, however they say, this motherfucker, well, none of these links, man. Look, man, if you click on one of those links, man, you could just, it'll show you catalog at the top of the page, man. Just click on that catalog or click on continue shopping, man. It'll take you to the collection, man. I don't really know why it's linking like this, man. But so, you know, when you realize, man, that the majority of women don't know what the hell they want anyway, then you realize that trying to be what women want is foolish. It's a waste of time, man. It's almost like trying to dig a hole to China. You know you can dig a hole, you can keep digging, but if you spend 5 days in a row trying to dig a hole to China, man, you know you just wasted 5 days. You know you can dig no fucking hole to China, man. You know it's impossible. So that's the same type of waste of time that you're experiencing, man, when you try to be what a woman wants you to be. Because what they want changes all the time. They think they know what they want. They really don't. I'm an alpha male. I fuck a lot of women. Always have. Never been with one woman. Never been able to be faithful to one woman. Never really even tried to be faithful to one woman. Always been open to fucking new women. I just always been open to that. But there are men out here who aren't like that. But they don't want those men. They want me to be that type of man who's not going to fuck other women. I'm just not. I'm not going to be that, man. I don't want that because that represents such a high level of conquering to her. If she conquers me that way, if any woman makes me the book of alpha running me, the top done alpha motherfucker, if any woman can make me out of all men settle down with just her, the rest of you guys have no hope. If a woman can conquer me, there aren't many men who can't be conquered. There just aren't many men who can't be conquered if a woman can conquer me, man. I will not allow that to happen. I will not leave you in that state of hopelessness, my brothers. You will never wake up and say, man, booked and settled down. He with one woman. What that'll do, man, it'll possibly cause you to say, well, hell, man. I mean, the book can settle down, man, and it's shit. It must be some alpha shit to do. I might as well do it too. Man, it's not going to happen, man. I am not going to settle down with one woman ever, period. I have never met the woman that I want to settle down with. Even when I think about celebrity women, even when I think about paid women, Oprah Winfrey, man, were billions. And there was a time, man, when I was cold hard pimping, where I was like, shit, I'd take Oprah Winfrey over all these bras. Even now, man, if it comes to me just, you know, choosing a bra that I'm going to chill with, now, I don't mean settle down. I mean just chill with. I'll take Oprah over all of them. You can look at Oprah and talk about how Oprah looked, but I'm talking about, man, Oprah worth billions. Do you understand any idea that I have every day? I can wake up in the morning and say, I got a new business idea. Hey, Come here, Shawty, let me talk to you for a minute. Now, I applaud you for grinding through like this and everything, but, baby, you still got to expand your horizons. You never know when this system going to turn on you. You are a black woman still. So, let's sit down and talk about these few business endeavors I got right here, which, we plan them and plot them right, baby. We can build an empire even stronger than it is. We can turn 3 billion into 6 billion. So come sit down with daddy right quick. Go get us some tea and come sit down. Bam. That's what I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, I will take her over all these bras because I am about intrinsic utility value. What woman do you know has more utility value than Oprah Winfrey? Oprah Winfrey worth $3 billion. Maybe Martha Stewart. I flip a coin. Give me which one you want. I believe in dealing with women based on their intrinsic utility value. Period. And that's why I'm not really adamant, man, about knocking these bras down, man, that I got lined up, man. They ain't got no money, man. They ain't got no careers, man. They ain't getting by no bread, man. You know what I'm saying? I would rather deal with the woman on a utility value level, man. Just create a situation where we can deal with each other on that level, man, and leave the intimate stuff out and let her go be intimate with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by pimps, man. I do a whole lot of talking, man, but I ain't all about that sex, man. I leave that sex for these tricks, man. I leave that sex, man, all that sexing all the time, man, every day, all the time, man. I leave that, man, for these tricks, man, who feel like, man, they can't go a day without sex, man. With me, when it all boils down, man, I take these vows of abstinence, man. I take these abstinence journeys, man, just to remind myself, just so I won't get into the habit of feeling like I got to have a broad and sleep with a broad and freaking a broad and sexing a broad all the time, man. I do this to remind myself that I was raised by pimps. And pimp principle have nothing to do with sex. You got to think about it. When you talk about real old school pimping, those pimps didn't have to have sex with those women. Those women had sex for a living. What those pimps did is created an intimate vibe with those women. So yeah, there were some times where you had to be intimate with those women because that's how you kept the bond strong. But when it comes to, if I could deal with the woman and have her have feelings for me, but never have sex with her and just keep it all business, man, that's the perfect scenario for me. Because I don't value anything a woman has except her utility value to me. If she cannot benefit me in some financial way, she has no value. She has no value. See, I view women the way women view beta males. I don't deal with women who have no intrinsic value, man. I don't deal with broke women. Man, I'm not dealing with a woman. But, man, if a woman ain't got at least 50 racks in the bank, man, I'm not dealing with her, bro. And that may sound like, man, you just pick as a slim. You'll be surprised at how many women have at least 50 racks in the bank, man. Now, how does that measure against their net worth? Yeah, they still upside down in the red net worth-wise because all of them have, 100, 200, sometimes $300,000 in student loans, man. But when I'm talking about what kind of paper they got put to the side, I don't want to deal with the woman, man, who doesn't have any value outside of her body, man. I'm beyond that. Now, don't get me wrong. Over the years, I've fallen victim to just, oh, man, she's a beautiful woman, blah, blah, blah. But every time I do that, man, it's unfulfilling. It's never fulfilling. So, Azuro, what up, man? John Wolf. So, it's one of those things, man, where there's just no value when you really think about it. Think about this. Think about how many women out here give sex away for free. Think about that. Now, let's compare it to the diamond trade. There's a company called De Beers. They own all the diamonds. They got all the diamonds stored away. They release small amounts of diamonds at integral time frames just to make it seem like diamonds are in high demand. But, man, they got a storehouse full of them shits, man. Diamonds are worthless pieces of glass, man. But we don't know that because we don't have access to them. So they shine them up, put them out there, and they charge us thousands of dollars for just a few carats of that shit, man. When they've got probably a ton of that shit stored off somewhere. They got miners constantly digging up diamond mines, man. Constantly digging up diamonds. All day, that's what they do. They're in the mines digging up diamonds. And the De Beers group has all these diamonds. It's the same thing with women. Once there's so much of something, it decreases in value. So how much value does sex have when women are out here giving it away? They're out here tricking it off on Instagram. They're out here selling it in strip clubs. They're out here selling it on Backpage. They're out here selling it on what's this other site, Craigslist. They're out here selling it on these dating sites. They're out here giving it away. They're out here paying men to take it from them. So what is the value in it? At some point, we have to stop valuing things that have no value. And sex is one of those things. It has no value. Beyond the feeling you get at the very end, beyond the climax of the act, what value does it have? I dare say, if the only thing you could give for women is sex, is it not better to just fap? Ask yourself that. If you're a man who easily gets emotionally attached to women, is it not better just to have a sex doll? You know, is it not just better to save up your money, man, and spend about 5 racks on a sex doll, man? You're going to spend that in dating in a year or two anyway. If you're going on dates all the time, if you're whining and dining women, if you're trying to dress up so you can be fly to go meet women, which is better, man? Which has more? Listen, I would rather for these young men to go and buy these sex dolls and all of that than to be out here with these trannies or be out here on this homosexual stuff. I would rather them go do that. Who can be harmed by a young man having a sex doll or two at home? Who can be harmed? What's the harm on society? You can say, well, he can't procreate. Well, how many of us actually want to procreate with these women? How many of you here right now actually believe that it's a smart thing to procreate with the modern woman? What's the benefit for you in that right now at this time? There is no benefit in that. You put yourself in a subservient position the very moment that you decide that you're going to have a child with a woman. She's the master of that child's destiny, meaning that she's the master of your destiny as a parent as well. So, man, I've never heard about anything about masturbation causing erectile dysfunction. Man, let me tell you what erectile dysfunction is based on. Let me tell you why you need Viagra. Get you a young tender, 20, 21 years old, bad to the bone, soft, smell young and tender, body soft. When you turn on, she can't turn off, man. She dripping like a faucet. She ain't trying to hold back because she don't have no mental blocks. So every single noise she wants to make, man, all the moaning and groaning and yelling and screaming and calling your name and all of that. Do you think you're going to need some fucking Viagra for that? That whole environment is full of arousal. You can't help but be aroused in that environment. Now, you tell me if you got some 35, 40-year-old chick who done let herself go, man, body ain't up to par no more, man, looking worth nothing. She done let herself get all chubby around the middle, man. She don't really take care of hygiene anymore, man. Wake up in the morning, man. Sometimes they don't even brush her teeth first thing, man. She got this old bonnet on her head, man, and she's sleeping in all type of, big sweatshirt looking shit, man. Instead of trying to look sexy for you, man, she don't take care of herself no more, man. She'll come in the house, man, and just kick off her shoe, man. Sometimes won't even go wash her ass when she first come in there, man. You gonna need Viagra for that. What's arousing about that? What is going to arouse you about that? Nothing. I agree with you 100%, Primal Pixies. That is the reason. And because of this entire legal and social structure, that is why it doesn't make sense to view women as you can't even view that as a value that women have anymore. Their necessity in the procreating process. You can't even value them in that way anymore because the process itself leads to a negative life for a man. I am telling you, man. And then when they get older, man, they don't even worry about eating right and doing the things that make their body have a naturally engaging aroma. They don't even know how to enhance that natural pheromone. So what they do, they spray a lot of shit on, put a lot of lotion on, put a lot of body wash on, and all you smell is shit that was man-made. When the last time you smelled a woman? I'm talking about a woman that smelled good. Not with perfume and all that, a woman whose body smelled good. You can't. If you're knocking them down older than 25, 26, you ain't going to smell nothing that smell good, bro. I'm telling you what I know. It's rare. And if they get past 30, you can forget it. You can forget it. The woman who gets past 30 has given up on being a young tender. Like we as men, we be getting our 40s and be like, man, let me hit this gym, man, and get back right, man, so I can start knocking down these 20-year-olds again. A woman that's in her 30s, 40s, there is no way there is nothing she can do to get back to where she was. And think about this. If you're a man and you're in your 30s, 40s, you get your body back right. You get your mind back right. You get that confidence back. You're even better than you were when you were in your 20s because now you got that mature, distinguished gentleman shit going on, man, to where women look at you and they see daddy. At the same time, they see a man that arouses them. You can't lose as a fit, paid 40-year-old man. Man, let me tell you something. You're a man in your prime from 40 to 60. From 40 to 60, you in your prime, homie. I'm telling you. See, there's a point where you're in your physical prime that's younger than that. There's a point where you're in your financial prime, your fiscal prime that's older than that. But combining the two primes and being in the prime condition of your life all around happens between 40 and 60. I'm telling you. That's just how it is. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. In a different context, man, but that context is going to come in this society. And if we're thinking about anything changing back to the way it needs to be or should be in this society, it is not going to happen. Men, we have already lost this particular society. The only way that happens is if we create a new society. This society is so far down the wormhole, we ain't got a rope long enough or a hook strong enough to pull it out of there. It's over. Don't ever think that this particular society is going to change for the better because it's not. You know why? Because it hasn't even gotten as bad as it's going to get yet. It's going to get a lot worse. So this idea that we can change this society, man, that's just not true, man. It's just not true. It's just not the truth, man. It's not going to happen. That is not the environment that we should be in, man. It's just not going to happen. All right, let me click on this link, man, and see if we're going to, maybe I should put www. Hold on. Shit, that shit you still can't link to that shit. I don't know what the hell happened. That shit still won't link, man. Let me see if I do this. HTTPS. Go. But yeah, I gotta go colon. Then I go // All right. All right, now let's see, man. Is this gonna link? All right, there you go, fellas. That's the link right there. That link right there will take you to the home page, man. That is www.bookofafronomy.com. It'll take you to the front page. Scroll down, man. You'll see the collection there. The t-shirts are supposed to arrive today, man. So I'll stream tomorrow, man, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what the shirts look like. I actually have one on, man. This is the first run, man. And like I said, every time I sell out a design, I'm going to put a new design up. And so these designs are going to keep building up. By the time the summertime is in full swing, man, I want to have like 10 designs up, man. 10 designs, man. And I'm also going to be doing workout gear, man, for the plant-based channel, man. My plant-based channel, man, is firmly planted. I'm going to go in there, man. I'm going to be doing just workout gear for that, man. I'm going to be doing shaker cups. I'm going to be doing gym bags. I'm going to be doing a bunch of shit, man. So y'all just stay. When I go abstinent, John Wolf, man, I don't really worry about the sexual urges, man, because With me, it's mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? It's mind over matter. All right, you read, go in there, man, get a killer workout, bro. Go get a killer workout, bang them out. I don't really have the sexual urges, man, when I go on the vibe abstinence, man, because it's mind over matter. I feel like preparation is the way that you overcome anything that may throw you off your path when you're trying to do a particular mission. So I spend a couple of months before that preparing my mind, prepping myself, pushing back. What I have to understand, man, is that I value myself more than I value sex. You know what I'm saying? I value myself more than I value sex. Period. And, you know, it gets to the point where you have to start viewing things from that perspective, man, because before you know it, man, if you don't, you'll end up being in a situation where you'll be putting sex before everything, man. You know what I'm saying? What you have to understand is what happens when you have sex, man. You give away your strength. The weakest point you'll ever find a man is right after ejaculation. You've just given away a boatload of your testosterone, man. I mean, you are at a weak point. At that point, you are weak, man. And abstinence is about maintaining strength, man. It's about maintaining that strength. It's about allowing your body to rebuild the stores of that testosterone, man, that you've been giving away to these bras all your life. You know, your entire life, man. And so it really becomes a thing about mind over matter, man. Now, was I always able to master it like this? Nah, man. Nah. Let me tell you something, man. The first time I went on abstinence vibe, man, it was years ago. I was fapping my ass off, man. I'm talking about, man, 2-3 times a week. That shit was rough because I was used to knocking down chicks, man, on a daily. I'm talking about, man, I remember one summer, man, I went through a summer, man, this real talk. I went through a summer, man, and out of those 3 months, out of those 90 days, man, I probably knocked down, man, about 55 different chicks, man, all through the summer, man. I was knocking them down, boy. And that was before I ever took my first abstinence vibe, man. When I took that first abstinence journey, man, it was probably like 4 months after that. Bro, let me tell you something. Man, I was bricked up when the wind blew. I was waking up out of my sleep, man, needing sex, man. So, yeah, man, I was a fapping fool, boy. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm talking about I was a fapping fool, man. So, you know, but it's one of those things where as you mature, man, and start to master your own, you have to become a master of your own self. Don't worry about being a master of your domain, a master of your life, a master of your woman, a master of your children, a master of your circle, a master of anything. You have to become a master of your own self first. Until you can master yourself, until your mind can control you, you have to accept the fact that you are not a strong man until you can control yourself. Control is strength. That's why women fight for control so much. That's why women only want to be in relationships with men that they can control. That's why they go in and out of relationship with alpha males like me, because they get into a relationship with me and they think they're going to control me, and then they realize they can't control me, and then they run around talking about their heart broken and shit. Because they can't control me. They love to be in a relationship with a beta male who's going to let them control, who's going to say, okay, baby, we can be 50-50. Relationships are 50-50. We're even in this. I'll carry this way, you carry that way, and when you can't carry your weight, I'll carry your weight for you. That's the shit they want in their minds. But control is fleeting when control is easy. They bore when the control is easy. So you have to control yourself and never relinquish that control. That's what this is all about, man. Nothing in life matters if you can't control yourself, if you can't control your urges, if you can't control your desires, if you can't control your lust, if you can't force yourself to resist something that is not beneficial to you in a particular time just by using your mind to control yourself. This is about strengthening your mind. You can go to the gym every day of the week if you want to. But if you're not spending an equal amount of time strengthening your mind, then you're wasting valuable time. Because it's going to become a time in life where allowing your lust, your desires, your thoughts, your ideals, your wants, your needs to control you It's going to put you so far behind where you need to be that you're never going to catch up. So that's why I do these abstinence journeys every year, to remind myself that my mind is in control. I have to remind my dick that my mind is in control of him, because if I let him control, we'll be back knocking down shit, man, knocking down 30 shit, man. At least 20 women a month. I don't want to knock down 20 women a month no more, man. I just don't want to do that anymore, man. I lose too much strength. You know, I mix too much, too much hormonal exchange, too much genetic exchange with these women, man. And it turns you into something that you don't even know who you are, because you intermingle genetically with every man that they've been with, and their father and their mothers and all their genetic makeup. And then all those men's genetic makeup from all the women they've been with and all the men those women have been with. And before you know it, man, you become someone that you can't control because you don't know who you are. And I don't want to do that, man. I know this for a fact. I've done it before, man, many times, and I don't want to put myself in that position anymore. So, you know, it's and then that's another thing, man. Like Ken 82 Draw just said, man, it's too much of a time drain. Like, even if you're just having sex with women, man, if you're doing nothing else, you know how much time it takes to fit in that many women into your schedule throughout the course of a month, throughout the course of 2 months. It is a total drain on time and energy. So you're losing your time, you're losing your strength, you're losing your morality, you're losing your focus, you're losing your direction, you're losing everything. And all you gain is one. Look at all the things I just named you lost. All you gain is one good feeling. One good feeling. And then that feeling is fleeting, because for me, immediately after that feeling, I want her to be gone, or I'm leaving. If I'm at her crib, I'm leaving. If she's at my crib, she's leaving. So there is no other value there. Will be. What up, homie? So don't get me wrong, man. In the beginning, John Wolf, man, I had some serious urges, man. And this is another thing, man. If you're young, it's going to take you a while to master these things, man. No one masters this as a 20-year-old. You can't do it. Unless you've been raised by an alpha male, unless you've been raised by an alpha male from birth. Yeah, you got a head start, man, if you've been raised by alpha male from birth. But other than that, man, it's a journey, man. It's a journey to get to the point where you understand and accept the reality of life. And the reality of life is, unless you're a man that's looking for a wife, women have no value except sex. Unless the caveat to that, the one caveat to that is if you're a man who believes that women should serve a much greater purpose. And that other purpose is financial. The only thing a woman can give you is sex or money. And most of these women ain't got no money. So, and the ones who got money ain't got no good sex. You know what I'm saying? So you can't win with one woman. If you want a woman who got money, you're going to have bad sex. If you want a woman who got good sex, she ain't going to have no money. So that's why I say every man needs at least 2 women. Well, I say 3. You know, I always say 3. But if you got less than 2, you better have 0. Because one woman ain't worth it. If you have no women, then you can accept the fact that, okay, I'm not getting this because I don't have no women. If you got a woman, it's stressful as hell, man, to have a woman, man, that you got to be responsible for in all those emotional ass ways, man, that women need, man. And then you can't even be satisfied by her, man. That's frustrating as hell, man. I don't want that life. I don't want that life for you. You know, this is the thing, man. Hold on, man. Blackberry seed. You can only value the things that truly hold value for you. You can't let someone else dictate to you what you should be valuing. You can't let someone else tell you, well, this is a good woman if she does this, or she does this, or she does this. If you don't value those things don't make her a good woman. They don't make her an eligible woman. They don't make her a desirable woman. You determine what's a good woman. The same way you determine what's a good man. You decide those things. And let these women get in where they fit in. And if you're a young man, let me tell you something. Whatever your parents taught you, man, let me tell you the truth about your parents. Your parents don't know shit. They know absolutely nothing about what it takes to navigate this current society. Because with technology, the world is changing so much now that from one year to the next is totally different. So what does your dad know from the time he was 21 to fucking now? He knows absolutely nothing. He knows there are some basic things. There are a few basic things that don't change. Things like be a man of your word. You know. Things like don't deal with people whose ideas about life are total opposite yours. Those are things that teach you how to be a person, a human being. Those are things that teach you how to be the right type of being on this earth. Those are things that teach you morality. Morality doesn't change. I'm talking about how to deal with these women, how to navigate this society. This society now isn't like it was 20 years ago. Nobody from 20 years ago could tell me how to navigate this society. They don't know. It's impossible for them to tell me, man. Oh, man, my bad, man. Wrong, bad PayPal link, bad PayPal link. I don't know why I keep putting that .com on the end of that shit, man. All right, there we go. There we go. Second link there. Oh, yeah, at the age you're at now, John Woo, man, 24 years old, man, bro, all you can do is grow from here, man. Just grow, man. Never get caught up in a relationship with a woman, man. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. If you can't get the type of relationship that the homie, what's this cat name, man? It's comedian cat, man. D-Ray Davis. If you can't get the type of relationship that D-Ray Davis, man, D-Ray Davis got 2 bad chicks that live with him. Both of them his girlfriends. Now, he don't do no dumb, immature shit like try to make them sleep together and have threesomes with him. But he got 2 women, man, who are okay with living with him together. Both of them are his women. He be out on the town with them, man. Like, both of them are his women. They get along well. They get together and make the household work properly. They all sleep in the bed together. But he just don't try to make them have sex or do no young, freaky, dumb shit like that. Because his scenario is great. Why try to do some shit that's going to, turn the women away from it? Unless you can have that type of situation, man, it makes no sense. Settle down. Never settle down with one woman. 2 or more. Don't slip up, man, and put no seed in one of these chicks, man. Don't do it. Do not impregnate a woman unless you just believe in your heart that she's a worthy candidate to have your child, man. My son's mom, man, I thought she was a worthy candidate. Up until this point, man, she's proven to be a worthy candidate. She's still a woman. So, some of the things she teaches him, I have to combat all that shit, man, and make sure he's got good game in his head, man. And, he, for the most part, man, I'm still winning that battle, man. He understands, man, that I let him know all the time, man, that what his mom is teaching him is just teaching him the shit that makes life easy. What I'm teaching him is the thing that he's going to benefit from as a man. As he gets older, these things are going to benefit him more and more. And so I talk to him like I'm talking to a young man. I give him up game, man. Some of it he don't understand now, but he'll remember it when it comes time to call on it. So, it's one of those things where that's about it, man. And focus on getting your money, bro. Focus on getting your money. Um, with me, man, with me, I believe that, man, no fap. I don't really know how much no fap is gonna help you with adopting alpha mentality, man. Because, like I said, man, I don't believe in fapping anyway, man. I feel like it's a, I feel like it represents a weakness, man. It represents an inability to control oneself. That's what I believe, man. I think it represents an inability to control oneself. So I guess I would say, yeah, man. I would say, yeah. I think no fap is helpful in adopting an alpha mentality, man, because what you have to do, alpha mentality is strictly about mind over matter. Any part of your life where your mind can't control matter, you need to work on that. That area is preventing you from being alpha. So yeah, I would agree with that, Will B. No fap is helpful in adopting. No fap is necessary in adopting an alpha mentality. It's necessary. Well, John Wolf, man, when I was young, I didn't really maintain building financial when I was young, man. I was hustling, so I was getting fast money, man. It was coming so fast, man. You know, we thought it was gonna last forever. You know, it was coming so fast, man, to where, you know, and I wasn't this super lunar sky baller, man. But I mean, you know, I was shit. I would get to a nice little bit of chips, man. You know what I'm saying? I would get to a nice little bit of chips. You know, I was making some people's salary in a month. Some people yearly salary in a month. So, you know, I wasn't doing too bad, man. And so we just, you know, we were hood, man. We just always thought about opening some shit, a car wash or a laundromat or some shit like that. All we were concerned about was washing money, man. But once I came out of that, what I realized, man, is the first thing you have to do, man, you have to be frugal. It's not so much about building finances as it is about maintaining the finances that you earn. You have to do everything in your power to cut costs. Look at some of these major corporations. When they have a down spell in their stocks, they don't try to go make more money. They fucking cut staff. They cut thousands of employees sometimes because the easiest way to build income is to cut expenses. It's a whole lot easier to say, I'm going to cut that bill out and cut that bill out than it is to say, okay, let me figure out how I'm going to make more money. Making more money is a tedious process. You have to figure out something that you think can make more money, implement a plan. First, write a plan, implement that plan, and then wait to see the plan come to fruition to where the financial benefits come. You can cut a bill out today. You can cut expenses right now. So that's the main thing, man. If I could go back and take anything that I've learned back to, man, when I was getting that money like that, man, it would have been budgeting. All that damn shopping, man. All that going to the mall, leaving up out there with all them damn bags all the time, man. All that going in there, spending all that fly shit to wear one time, and all that going in there, man, buying $800 shades and just stuff, man, that didn't mean nothing then because it was just a flash in the pan money-wise. I would have budgeted totally different, man. Totally differently. I would not have been so careless with money. Because even if it comes forever, man, inflation decreases the value of the dollar consistently. So that's the one thing I would say, man. Budget, man. Only spend where you need to spend. If you don't need to spend it, do not spend it. I don't give a damn what pair of shoes come out. If you already got shoes in your closet that are in great shape, damn those shoes, man. Damn those shoes. I would suggest, man, that if you're going to get, let's say if you're going to get a car note, don't get an American vehicle, man. Do not get an American vehicle. You know, and this is coming from, shit, I've been in America my whole life. Do not buy an American vehicle. It is not worth the money. If you're going to purchase a vehicle, man, don't worry about getting some overpriced thing that's going to be more expensive than it's worth, and then the maintenance is going to kill you. Look at the quality of cars. Look at the performance of a vehicle. Look at the crash rating of a vehicle. Look at the safety rating. Look at the reliability rating. Look at all of these things and purchase something that's going to last you, man, that you're not going to have to worry about spending a whole lot of money for repairing and all of that shit right there, man. You know what I'm saying? So These are things that I wish someone had told me back then, because instead of buying all those Cadillacs and, you know, fucking, well, really all I bought was Cadillacs, man. I ain't bought nothing but Cadillacs, man. Shit, man, probably had about 10 of them. You know, all models, man. 79 Coupe de Ville, 72 Fleetwood, shit, man. 2000 Sedan DeVille, man. All kind of Cadillacs, man. You name it, I had it, man. 76 Fleetwood, man. 72 Coupe de Ville. You name it, man. I had all of them, man. Couple of Lincoln Continental, 75 Lincoln Continental, 76 Lincoln Continental, 79 Lincoln Continental with the 4-door, suicide door convertible. You name it, man. I had them all. 79 2-door Lincoln Continental Mark V. That's all I bought, man, was fucking American cars. Now, granted, they were older American cars, but still, if you're gonna buy something, man, get your Toyota, Honda, even a Kia, man. You know, all of these makers have started to make their cars more appealing to the eye, so you don't have to worry about driving some ugly shit just to have a reliable vehicle. And I'm telling you, man, you can't beat fucking Honda and Toyota. Man, Kia, even when Kia made ugly cars, they started off with a 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Man, you buy a brand new American car, man, they give you 36,000 miles, maybe 50, maybe 50. 36,000 miles, man. You know how easy it is to put 36,000 miles on a car, man, especially like if you got to travel from one city to another for work. I'm telling you, man, you spend money wisely. It's not about not spending money. It's about spending money wisely. And then it's about not spending money that you don't have to spend, man. If you don't need it, don't waste money on it. Live a minimalist lifestyle, man. Only get the shit that you need. It doesn't make sense to buy a whole lot of crap, man. Most times when men buy a whole lot of extra stuff, man, they buying it to impress women. Or even worse than that, they buy it to impress other men. Don't impress anyone. Do what you need to do. Man, listen, make a plan for your life. Not just a plan for this year or a plan for your 20s or a plan for your, till you get out of school. Make a plan for your life. Every single year, you should be able to look back over your plan and see how many things you've gotten done. If you didn't get everything you had planned for that year, you got to work harder next year. If you did get everything that you got planned for that year, you got to work harder next year. Your goal is to set a 20-year plan for yourself and try to get that 20-year plan done in 10 years. That's your goal. You want to be able to rest your old bones by working the shit out of your young bones. Grind, man. Focus, grind, determination. Do not do anything that's going to knock you off the path that you're on, man, because the fucking years will pass you by so quick, man. You'll wake up. You're 24 now, John Wolf. You'll wake up, man, you'll be fucking 30, and it seems like only 2 years have passed. That's why every day that you're losing today. You're halfway through today. Today is almost gone. You've almost lost today already. Every day that you lose must be spent grinding to get you closer to your ultimate goal, because that's all life is about, man. Planning to get to a spot and getting to that spot. That's what this shit is about. Yeah, Ken 82 Draw, man, just summed it up. Since most of us grew up without positive male role model, we miss out on this vital man training. Trial and error is a bitch to go through in the real world. It is, man, because trial and error set your ass back while bills still coming. Trial and error set your ass back while financial responsibilities are still piling up. So trial and error stress you the hell out, man. Like trial and error, that's why a bunch of motherfuckers go to the club every weekend and get drunk, or stop by the store every day and go home and buy a 6-pack or a 12-pack of beer and get drunk at home. Because trial and error will set you back, man. I'm telling you, man. That's why my goal, man, is to give up game, man. Give up not even give up game, man. Give up information. This shit is about information, man. That's what it's about. It's about information. Information. You know, they say money is power. They say knowledge is power. None of that shit is power. Information is power. Information can get you the money. Information can get you the knowledge. Information can keep you from going down the wrong path, wasting time. Information is power. If you are misinformed, doesn't matter how much money you got, doesn't matter how much knowledge you got. Information is the key to this life, man. So, it's one of those things, man, where, every single day we are in a situation where we don't have time to waste, man. We don't have no fucking time to waste. None of us do, man. This life is short as shit. As far as if you waste time, life is short. If you do what you have to do with your time, then life is long. Life is long. It's an arduous journey. You have to stay focused, man. You have to stay focused. As far as colleges go, man, I think if you let's say you desire to be a surgeon or some shit like that, if you're going to go to college, man, you got to make sure you're going for something that's going to pay you a shitload of money on the back end, or something that's going to forgive your student loans, or something that's going to pay off your student loans or something. Because I am telling you, man, student loans is the greatest travesty in American society. I don't know about overseas in the UK and all of that, man, but I am telling you, see, you could be in Africa and come here as an exchange student, man, and go to school for free. But if you're an American, them student loans, man, man, they have you in debt for the rest of your life, bro. And when they come calling for it, they don't come calling for $200, $300. They come calling for $1,000 a month or better. So if you're going to go to school, man, go for something that's going to pay you out the ass on the back end, man. Pay you out the ass on the back end. So, nah, I ain't mentioned 9 set last week, bro. What I say about 9 set, man? Remind me what I said, Will 33. Because I don't recall it, man. Nissan suck, bro. As far as quality goes, man, the top 2 cars in America anyway, man, are Toyota and Honda, man. They're the least expensive to maintain. They're the most reliable. They're man, that's it. That nigga that gone. Man, listen, if you're on my channel, man, talking anything about dicks and any of that shit, man, your ass got to go, man. I ain't with that. We ain't even playing about no gay shit, man. Like none of that shit. Well, did I say 9 set, man? Did I say no? I still don't remember, man. Yeah, that dude there, man, Azuro, man, he cool, man, but we don't joke about it. Man. Talk about 9 sets of dick push-ups, man. Man, we don't talk about dicks on here, man. We men. Fuck, we look like talking about dicks. Come on, man. We don't even play like that around here, man. Man, I suggest, man, like for a man, I suggest, man, that maybe you get some type of trade or something, man, that can translate. Like you can become a carpenter, man, and translate that into building some shit. Like all these things could turn to your own business, man. Welding, you could turn it into a business. You could become an entrepreneur. Carpentry, roofing, fucking auto mechanics, all of these things, man, you could turn these into something, man, to open and start your own business. I believe in entrepreneurship, man. I believe that the only way to empower yourself financially in this society is to become an entrepreneur. Because if you're not an entrepreneur, then someone else controls not only your ability to increase your wealth, but also your stability. They control your financial stability. Yeah, you could go in business and you can say, well, business isn't financially stable. But the thing about business is you get an opportunity to increase what you're doing. You get an opportunity to build your own business. You can go get more customers, go get more business. If you're working for a company, you can't do that. You do the work that you're assigned and you get the pay that you agree to. And then they determine when your pay increases or if it increases. They determine if you get promoted or if you don't get promoted. That's just not a life, man, to aspire to, man. Not if you're young, man. You got it. Let's say, man, you plan on retiring at 50. That's 26 more years for you, John Wolf. You don't want to be doing no shit, man, where somebody else controlling you, man. I think as an alpha male, it gets to the point where you desire to be in control of every facet of your life. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'd rather make $50,000 a year as an entrepreneur than to make $300,000 a year working for another company. That's just me. I'll take that fucking $250,000 pay cut, man, to be my own boss, to tell me what the fuck to do, to not have nobody else feeling like they could be domineering in my life, telling me what to. I ain't with that, man. But that's just my mind. That's just me, bro. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling nobody, man, if you got a $300,000 a year job, man, to quit that motherfucker and go make $50,000 as an entrepreneur. I am not saying that. But for me, myself, that's just what I'd rather do, man. I think being fully independent is the ultimate level of alpha. That's the ultimate level of alpha. Think about this, man. Think about if I had a job, man, and I haven't been able to work, man, for the past 2 weeks, bro. While I was fighting that flu, man, I couldn't even get it, man. I ain't had the energy to do nothing, period. I couldn't eat. My appetite was shot, man. And I was dehydrated. So I'm telling you, man, it was, then just think, man, let me tell you something. You got a job, man, they want you to come on in. They want you to come on in regardless. Yeah, and that's the thing, man, Jason J, man. You don't want to be stuck in that corporate world, man, because I'm going to be honest with you. Women are reigning in control of that corporate world for men, bro. And I feel like if you're going to have a woman as a boss, man, you might as well just go and get married. Go and get you a twofer. Get two for the price of one, man. I'm going to try to remember what you're talking about, Will 33. Matter of fact, let me try to look it up on my phone, man, to make sure. I can't see if I got some notes on that last stream on this, man. So, you know, but like I said, man, these are just my ideas. I don't want to be in a situation, man, where, you know, I got to deal with that. I got to deal with that feminist foolishness, man. That just ain't for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what that was. Will 33, man. I tried to see if I had some notes about it, man. Yeah, man. With the whole trade, man. When you think about it, man, we won't be alive when machines start being able to build houses. We won't be alive when machines start being able to repair cars by themselves. We won't be alive when machines start being able to weld shit. You know, just do continual welding, man, to the point where it's constructing something. We won't be alive, man, when any of these things. We won't be alive when machines start being able to do carpentry work. You know, we won't be alive, man. So we are, that's our domain, man. What we have to do as men is not be brainwashed into believing that the corporate world is a better space than the trade world. It's not. It's a ploy by the powers that be to put us in a position where we want to be in an environment where that women were destined to control anyway. Women were destined to control the corporate world. But we as men were convinced that we should go over and be in the corporate world. But, man, the trade world is our world, man. The hands-on, that's our world, man. We dominate that world. Women don't have the ingenuity necessary to sustain those type of careers, man. They just don't have it. They don't have the logical problem-solving ability to sustain those types of work endeavors, man. They just don't. You get a group of women on a site, man, trying to get them to build a building, man, tell them what that shit gonna end up looking like. Because it takes patience, it takes logic, and it takes mechanical reasoning. These are skills that women don't have. Even when they learn them, they're subpar. These are skills that men have innately. So what we have to do, man, is take what's ours and stop trying to go join them in what's theirs. Think about this, man. I'm a man, bro. I don't want to be sitting in no damn office all day, man, in front of no computer, man, just hanging out in an office full of women, man, where, I'm just sitting there, man, my eyes glued to the computer, typing and shit. Come on, man. All the corporate world is, man, is high-priced secretaries, man. If you're sitting in front of a desk all day on a computer, what's the difference between you and a secretary? You make a little bit more money. That's not our lives, man. I mean, if you're doing that and you're making, a decent living doing it, man, hey, man, continue to do what you do if you're doing that and you're making a decent living. But if you're not making a decent living, man, pick up a trade. And this is another thing I want to tell you guys, man. Never let anyone tell you that you're too damn old to change careers. You ain't too old until you dead, man. If you're 50 and you want to change your career, man, change your damn career at 50. Do what you need to do to be happy, man. Even if you only got 20 years left in this world. Don't you want to be happy those 20 years after being miserable all this time? Don't you want to have joy in your life? Don't you want to wake up on Monday and say, thank God it's Monday, instead of saying, oh my God, thank God it's Friday. I don't want to live to thank God it's Friday life, man. Yeah, women bosses will make you dread your life, man. I'm telling you. They will make you dread your life, man, because when women are in power, I told you, man, I tell you guys all the time, control is her ultimate goal. She salivates when she sees a new masculine man coming into the workplace who's got to work under her, who she's got to control, who she's going to be a superior to. She salivates. That is another plot that this society uses to break down your masculine energy, man. That's another plot. So, we as men have to understand, man, that the whole point of this gynocentric society is to break down our masculinity, break down our manhood, make us look at ourselves and say, well, you know what? Maybe I'm too masculine. Maybe I should tone it down a little bit. Maybe I should get in touch with my damn feminine side. What feminine side? Motherfucker, I ain't got no feminine side. God took my feminine side and made woman with it. I ain't got no feminine side left. Come on, man. But this is what this society wants us to do, man. Because they know, listen, like I say all the time, man, I don't have women in my career, man, because I don't want that estrogen-induced aura in my environment. You can't overcome a room full of estrogen, man. Estrogen is lurking, trying to take over the environment. Hold on, fella. Give me a second, man. Let me turn this air off right here. Got a little frosty in here, man. Then I got a fan on going too, man. Got a little frost up in this joint. So, man, we as men just have to wrap our mind around the concept, man, that we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok for years. Now what we have to do is unwrap our mind from around the bull and start to understand that we need to focus in the opposite direction. Whatever we're focusing on as men, we need to focus in the opposite direction. These cities aren't going to stop growing. These skyscrapers aren't going to stop growing up, aren't going to stop going up. These businesses aren't going to stop buying this land, building on it. That is where we should be. Corporate real estate is where the money is. So imagine if you're developing it, if you're building it. I'm telling you, man, we are of the mindset that we need to be where women are. When I'm telling you, we need to be where women aren't. Since women think they can do everything on their own, they can maintain every scenario, we need to fall back and do our things and let them handle those scenarios. Let's see. Let's let them prove to us that they can build a better world without us. Let's let them prove to us that they can change the plight of everyone and make the world a much better place without us if we just get out of the way. Well, let's get the hell out of the way and let them do what they're going to do. Let's let them build. Let's let them create this euphoria that they want to create. Let's let them do that. Let them turn the world into their own pleasure palace. If all we need to do is move out of the way, man, that's the easiest thing we can do. Let's fall back and let them build. While we continue to do what we need to do in order to change our plight as men. Let's see. Jason J said he was an accountant. Literally all day in front of a spreadsheet getting treated like a second-class citizen. He walked out. Man, sometimes you got to do it, bro. Sometimes the most liberating thing you can do, man, is just walk. Sometimes the most masculine thing you can do is just walk, man. Just walk. Keep it moving. And get ghost, man. Trade jobs where it's at right now. Like I'm about to get into welding, blacksmithing. Man, that's the game, Awakened Samurai. That's the game right there, man. Let me tell you something. I know men in their fucking 60s, man, still got welding businesses. In their 60s. Well respected. I'm talking about, man, living in fly cribs, no debts. I'm talking about own their crib, own all their cars, own all their business trucks, own all their business equipment, paid out the ass, man. With their grandsons out there, man, helping them work. Building up the next generation, man, for business, man. I'm telling you, bro, that's the thing, man. I'm still trying to see, man, what 9 set mean, man. I can't figure that out. Will 33. Eric Gilliam, what up, homie? One moody. Eric Gilliam said he in the office with one moody one 8 hours and it causes me to exercise my energy. Yeah, man. That's another thing, man. Detachment. Let me tell you something, man. Work on your detachment skills. Work on your detachment skills. You have to be able to detach from an environment. That's another alpha trait, man, that you need. You have to be able to detach from an environment that's draining your energy. You have to detach your energy from that environment. The only way your energy can be drained in an environment is if that environment is attached to your energy. If you've got your energy linked into that environment, you have to learn how to, man, just detach. You have to learn how to be there, but not be there. And that's just something that comes over time, man. You just have to keep working on that over and over again, man. So I mentioned on a live that I haven't posted. I don't know, man. I'll look it up, man. I'll make sure I cover it on the next live, man. I'm gonna have to look at my notes, man. I'm gonna look at some show notes, man, and I'll make sure I cover it on the next live, though, man. I'll do that. Gabriel Rail said I was watching Red Shift today, and he said MGTOW wanting the world to burn down is not right because women can fix shit. But that's not the point. MGTOW want women to actually experience the fact that they don't know how to create. Man, I think women know it. I think women know they can't create. Women know they're using beta males to help them create. They know that whatever they want, man, beta males at their every beck and call, creating these things for them. Like women, man, let me tell you something. Women may be a lot of things, but out of touch with the reality of who they are and what they represent. That's one thing they're not. They may fake it. They may lie about it. They may act like they're not hip, but man, they know. They know they can't build, man. And I just feel like, man, we don't even have to let the world burn down. Let's just leave them to their devices and sit back with our popcorn and watch. Because one thing we do know about women, when shit get bad enough, they ain't going down with the ship. They're gonna start calling people to help. So let's just let them do what they're gonna do, man. I think the problem is we as men keep pushing against what women want. We keep fighting against what women want to do. We keep trying to keep them from turning this society into gynocentric. It's already there. We've lost that battle already. We can't prevent them from turning this into a matriarchy, man. It's already a matriarchy. It's a matriarchy. It's a feminist-run patriarchy. which is the same as a matriarchy. But as long as they keep men there as the figureheads, then the natives won't go completely crazy because we still see men there as figureheads. Can you imagine how much worse? Just think what our mind state would be if Hillary Clinton was president of the United States right now. How much weaker and more hopeless would you feel as a man if Hillary Clinton was the president of the United States? Think about that. Say what you want about Trump. Call him what you want to call him. But would you as a man feel better if Hillary was president? Problem is more women are trying to get that bag, money, and power than these men are. Even when they look for a relationship, they look for a come up. Men need to be on that same type of time. Yeah, man. I agree 100% with that, John Davis. The problem is we're still brainwashed into believing that we're supposed to be the fucking providers. That was a cat on here the other day, man, telling my man, men should provide. Men should provide. Man, listen, if you take a scenario from 50 years ago, it only works if both parties play the same role. Women don't play that stay-at-home mom, sit up. Man, women out here getting that bag. They chasing that money, man. They're out here trying to get it. Are they fiscally sound? No. Are they savers more than they're spenders? No. But it doesn't matter. They out here chasing the bag. That's what they're doing. And I'm telling you, man, as a man, you shouldn't be looking for a woman that you got to take care of. I don't knock a man who's looking for a woman who got to take care of him. And that's, man, you right, John. Women always say, I'm about my money. Man, women are the hustlers in this society. And you know what men are doing? Men are sitting around looking at women saying, well, why I can't find a woman that's gonna, women want to be men. So the fuck what? Who cares what women want to be? We can't still be around here concerned about what women want to be. They can be what they want to be. Our concern need to be what we're going to be. What are we going to do to better our plight? Because whining about what women are doing, complaining about what women are doing, talking about what women are doing isn't going to benefit us as men. We as men have to start to look at our own plight and say, okay, men, what are we going to do to make things better for men? Oblivious to what women are doing, separate from what women are doing, what are we going to do as men to make our plight better in this society as men? What are you and I going to do to help one another do better? What are we going to do to help the manosphere do better? See, this is the thing. Gabrielle Arroyo just said something. Money is their God. Money is women's God. What we have to understand is we as men are made in the image of God. They're not. Money is their God because they know God is our God. What we have to do is take back control of the world from a spiritual perspective. We cannot be lowered to the standards, lowered to the levels that women are competing on. Women are competing with us on scumbag level. They're competing with us on backstabbing, low level, worming level, snake in the grass levels. We as men cannot lower ourselves to that. We are above that level, and we must maintain being above that level. We're in a situation now where, as men, we don't even have the excuse of saying that we get married and women take all our money, and we don't even have to worry about that anymore because we're too smart to get married. None of us are going to get married. We are in a position where as men, we have to take back over the world in the way that the world needs to be taken over. When it all boils down, this world is good versus evil. And right now, because we as men are not worried about being good, women are taking over the world with their evil endeavors, their evil mindsets, their takeover mentality, their snake in the grass. Do what you need to do by any means necessary, no matter who gets trampled over. That is what we're dealing with right now. And as men, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? See, my thing is, man, I don't really care about a woman outworking me. See, I'm not in competition with a woman for what she's doing. Because if you give me $100,000, I can work that better than a woman can work $500,000. So I don't have to compete with women with what they're doing. To compete with someone says that they're either on a higher level than you or the same level as you. Man, I'm just going to be honest with you. When I look at women's net worth, I don't care about how hard they hustle. Their net worth is fucking upside down almost, man. They're in the red. It's all game, man. All words, it's just hyperbole. Okay, women are working harder. Women have more education. Education equals debt. Women have more debt. Women are working harder. Women are making more money. Making more money means more taxation, which in turn means that you'll never get out of your debt. I know a man who cuts grass for a living. He has a truck with a trailer. He's got ride mowers. He's got weed eaters. He's got all of that. And he makes more than a goddamn surgeon. And he has no debt. We as men are not in competition with women. They are in competition with us. And the thing that makes them feel more confident in their ability to capture, and surpass us is that we as men are starting to feel like women are our competition. Man, women don't hustle. Women can't hustle. Women go to work and work a job. I don't compare that with hustling. Like, my thing is this, man. When I look at a woman that's getting by her money, what I see is a woman who has penis envy. She wants to be a man, so she works like a man. She wants to be a man, so she dresses like a man in her little pantsuit and shit. But when it comes to grinding, if I don't even have to up my grind to outwork a woman, I already outwork women. And the bottom line is, we as men, if we lower ourselves to a money grab, a money chase with women, then we are foregoing our rightful place as the spiritual guides of this world, man. Financial stability and spiritual stability, man, are two different things. And as a man, I don't prefer financial increase over spiritual stability, because everything comes with spiritual stability. Now, unless you're an atheist, if you're an atheist, then none of this matters to you. But what I am saying is this, man. As a black man in this society, I know that the blessings of the Most High are mine, not hers. They're mine. So what if she works hard and makes money for it? Everybody who works hard makes money for it. You work, you get paid the agreed upon amount. But what are they doing to build a society? What are they doing to build the community? What are they doing to solidify our place in this society, to solidify our stance in this society? Why are we competing with women? Women are not competing with us. Women don't even view us as competition. Women are here to take over the fucking world. They don't care about making more money than us. They're here to take over the fucking world. All they care about is us playing the game they want the way they want us to play it. If they make the rules and we follow the rules, we've lost the game already. Because their rules are geared to give them an advantage. I think as men, the best thing that we can do as men is focus on strength. Focus on strength. I don't care how hard a woman works, she'll never be stronger than me in any way. We as men are the guardians of strength on this planet, man. So why are we going to try to play the game the women play? We don't have to play that game. We are about, like, women are the biggest shoppers in the world, which means they make more money, but they blow more money. They waste more money. They throw more money away. So we don't have to compete with someone who's not fiscally sound. You could give a woman $1 million. She's going to blow right through it. It doesn't matter what happens. Women will always allow their emotional attachment to things and people to keep them from achieving the highest level of success that they can achieve. I see it happen too many times. Will 33 said the women are reflect their true master's behavior and lifestyle. It's not us. Our women is the buffers for her true man that gives her authority, not us. Yep. I'm telling you, man, we are not in competition with women. We are in competition with the forces in the world who are simply using women as pawns. Women are being used as pawns in a much bigger war against masculinity, against manhood. There's a much bigger enemy that we have than freaking women, man. Women are just a tool that are being used. But if they can keep creating this aura of us against them, men against women, we as men won't focus on the enemy at large. We will keep focusing on the women only to find out that the women are not the enemy at large. And once the enemy at large can no longer use women, women will fall off. And they will be crying and running back and trying to join the team again. But you know what? We don't want them. We don't take traitors. We don't believe in allowing Benedict Arnold back into the fold. We won't do it. But in the meantime, we as men have to strengthen ourselves, not to compete with women. We are already stronger than women. I'll tell you this. Let women withdraw themselves from us and watch us a year later. Like to where we have no access to women and watch us a year later. Watch how much we build. Watch how much we grow. Watch how much we grind, because internally we want to create a new society, a new environment, a new community for ourselves. Now let us withdraw ourselves away from women and watch how fast they falter, fall to the wayside, become nothing. I am telling you, man, to view women as a group that can sustain without us, we're giving them way too much credit. To say that we should compete with women on any level, we're giving them way too much credit, man. Because the bottom line is, we as men must stand up and unite as one, man. We are in a battle for our masculinity. Nobody's attacking femininity. Femininity is being uplifted because they are needed to work the ploy of the enemy. They are needed in order to be the tools that the enemy can use against us, because no matter how much men we are, no matter how red pill we are, there is still an innate attachment to the female species from us. So what better weapon to use than the ones that we have the most emotional attachment to? Women are willing pawns in a Game of Thrones that is designed to knock us off the perch as the chosen of the Most High in order to be the base of society. Because we as men do not want to focus on the thing that will bring us the most glory, that will put us in the highest esteem. And that is our ability to navigate the world on a moral basis, to be of higher moral fiber than women. We don't have to lower ourselves to the egregiously selfish level of women. We need to elevate ourselves. If we elevate ourselves to the level we should be on, nothing they do on this low level will affect us. We're only being affected by what they do because we won't elevate. We keep trying to stick to their level. Whatever they do, we want to stay down here and compete with them on that level. Let's elevate ourselves, man. We are much bigger. We are much wiser. We are much stronger. We are much more of a force when united. Everett Gilliam said we should be working back to our initial place once created by the Most High, from Adam to Alpha. That is the truth. That is the truth. Ernell Campbell says we as a collective have to think differently, no doubt. Ken 82 draw. A lot of dudes will wage war against each other because they're slaves to pussy. And I agree 100%. I agree 100%. The fact that we would allow what women do to determine what we do says a lot about the state that we're in. Like, we view women as leaders. To look at women and say, what they do makes me do this or that means that you view them as a guide. You only follow the movements of a guide. You only follow the movements of a leader. You only adhere to the advice, to the inklings of someone you revere as a leader, as someone who is in a position that you want to be in. And I just cannot view women that way. They have not accomplished enough in this society. They have not done enough to change the plight of the people in this society for me to view them in that perspective. I cannot do it. I won't do it. It's not something that I'm ready to do. Even if I was ready to do it, I don't think I can do it. It is not something that I want to do, that I'm willing to do. I cannot do it, man. It is not in me. It is not in me. It is simply not in me, man. I can't bring myself to view life from that perspective. To say that the thing that was created for us has surpassed us to the point where we are in competition with that thing, the thing that we made to be what it is something I cannot accept. Wrong or right, I cannot accept that. I cannot accept it. It is unacceptable. Crypto Power, I see you, brother. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you. I agree 100%. Gabrielle Arroyo says they say that to be rejected by God is the ultimate failure. So if you unintentionally believe that women are your God, when they shun and reject you, you feel less than when men are the image of God. Listen, man, if you believe that women are your competition, you have lowered yourself. That is like God saying man is his competition. How much lower must the Most High fall to view us as his competition? Woman was simply created as a gift for us, man. She is no competition. What we as men have to do is stop viewing them as our competition and stop viewing them as our subservient, submissive, fucking servants. Let's put it like that. We must view women as our possessions. What can we do to repossess our possessions as opposed to competing with them as if they are us? They are not us. What must we do to realign ourselves with our proper position so that the thing that was simply given to us as a gift will once again fall in line? And viewing them as our direct competition, is not the way to do that, man. It's not the way to do that. Negro MGTOW is an aviation mechanic. Get that bread, homie. Get that. How many women women are there with you? How many female aviation mechanics are there with you, Negro MGTOW? So, you know, man, it's just one of those things, man, where I look at it and I say, and you know, and I don't knock brothers who view it that way, man. Negro MGTOW says no one, not one. Not one. You see what I'm saying? Go ask a welder there. Ask him how many women are there with him. Ask him is his supervisor a woman. If he works, ask him his supervisor a woman. Ask if he's an entrepreneur, ask him how many female he has employed. The numbers will be low. There will be zero. This is the thing, man. And the brother John Davis came and he brought a good point. That women are focused on their money, but they're not focused on their money. They're focused on our money. They belong to us. So how is it that we are allowing them to have their own money when their money belongs to us? They belong to us. Whatever they do is our work. They should be doing our work, not the work of the enemy who was against us. Will 33 says, our women before the trick of the 60s knew their space in our old society, which allows us to create the greatest adventures in our country. Certainly. I agree 100%. Today, the women and her men interfere with our thoughts. There it is, man. There it is. What we have to understand is that we don't have to compete with the woman. She has made her choice. She has chosen to go and assist her daddy in his attempt to, once again, oppress our spiritual energy. You see, all of this negative energy, it doesn't affect anyone in the world except us. We are the chosen ones of the Most High. It is us who should be at the spiritual helm of the world, controlling things. But the more we focus on the negative energy, especially that's brought to us through our women, the more we focus on that, the less likely we are to be back in the good graces of the Most High. Let's not forget it wasn't long ago when we were slaves in this country. It's not like we've been the picture of spiritual health. That is a low level based on punishment that we incurred. So we as men have to understand that our women have forsaken us. They have chosen sides already. Who perpetuates the most negative images of the black man in this society? It is not white America. It is not the system. It is not the media. It is the black woman. It is her who perpetuates all of the negative images, all the negative hyperbole surrounding the black man. It is her. Negro Migtai, I appreciate your donate, man. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Darius says nowadays a woman will look for a trick and call you out for being a trick. Yep. Yep. I'm talking about no respect at all. And like I said, man, the brother John Davis, man, he brought a great point. And it's easy to look at it from that perspective because it's easy for us to look and say our women are surpassing us, but they're not surpassing us. They've been given a free ride in that direction because that's needed for us to not focus on what we need to focus on. The propaganda tells us that your women are outworking you. Your women have more education than you. Your women there are more Fortune 500 CEOs, black women, than there are black men. We don't care about any of that. That won't get us out of the hole we're in, man. The hole we're in we will only get out of this when we reconnect ourselves with the Most High in the way that we know in our hearts we should. We know in our souls and our spirits what we must do. And it is not a part of this world that we're in. Do we really believe, think about this, man. Do we really believe that without assistance from her daddy, from her government daddy, that our women will be able to get to where they are now after they started from way behind us? Are we that idiotic, illogical, that we will believe that as hard as we've worked to get to where we are, that they would easily be able just to traipse right on past us, get to where they are, and do all of these things? And another thing, don't let all these numbers get in your head. This men and women have college educations. This men and women are in Fortune 500 companies. This men and women are entrepreneurs. These are numbers. We don't know if those fucking numbers are accurate or not. They're just numbers. What we have to understand is that we are not in a gender war. We are in a war with a society who is trying to suppress our energy, our spiritual energy. We are not in a gender war. How can we be at war with something that doesn't stand a snowball chance in hell against us? This is not a gender war. Their goal is to make us focus on women who are the least common denominator in all of this shit. If a war breaks out right now, how many women do you think are going to be on the front line? How many women do you think are going to be there taking lives, risking their lives on the front line? You see what I'm saying? If we are talking about a war, any war, a spiritual war, a financial war, if we're talking about any war, every war in this society has always been based on spirituality, always been a spiritual war. Who are we to look at the women who were made to be our helpmeet as something that we should aspire to? They have turned their backs on us, which means they have turned their backs on the Most High. Why would we compete with someone who is obviously being shunned by the Most High, who is obviously in a position where the Most High does not care very much for them right now? They have invoked the wrath of the Most High. That is why these other statistics come up. They're the least desirable. They're the least likely to be married. They're the most likely to have children out of wedlock. Why is that? Because they have shunned the one duty that the Most High gave them, and that's to be a helpmeet to us. We are not meant to be a helpmeet to them. The propaganda, the elevation. If someone comes to office and says, hey, you don't have to be their helpmeet, we can elevate you above them. We could put you in a position where, see, in this society, it may be possible to say they've elevated above us. But what is this society in the large scheme of things? When we look at the Most High and what he deems as important, as appropriate, what is this society in the large scheme of things? What does it represent? Not much. The evil. Evil is all it represents. It represents everything bad in the world. The conquering, the destruction of people, the stealing of goods, the stealing of resources, the destruction of entire lands. That's what it represents. And they have chosen that side. So why should we even view them as something worthy of us competing with? We don't even want them back. They can't come back. A lot of the situations we deal with now are based on the fact that we don't have the support of the women who were put here to support us. They have shunned that responsibility and said, no, we don't want to support you. We will go over here and do what our master says, because he is the one who has told us we don't have to let you be our master anymore. We can let him be our master. They have chosen their master. Let them stay there. Let them deal with the consequences. Let them deal with the things that shall befall them. And we will not be there to rescue them. They don't deserve it. Will 33, I appreciate the donation, brother. I really do, man. I appreciate it. Like this is not about getting women, having sex with women. This is a war for our very existence, man. This is not the first time we have done this. This is Egypt all over again. Will we be prepared? Will we be prepared as men? With or without our women, will we be prepared as men to do the things that we need to do to better our plight, to make sure that we are ready when we are under full attack? And they are priming themselves. All of this propaganda, all of these beta males coming with think like a man, think like a woman, the Derrick Jackson guy, all of these beta males. What you have to understand, we all know this, beta males are the same as females. They allow themselves to be used by their master to thwart the plight of their very own people, because they've been convinced that we don't want them here either. So they've chosen, just like women have, to go over there with their master and shun us men because we hold them accountable. It's simply about accountability. Over there, women don't have to be accountable for anything. There is no accountability. They do what they want, say what they want, gain what they want, lose what they want, change how they want, be how they want. They don't have to do anything, and there's no accountability. Same thing with the beta male. The beta male don't have to gird himself with strength. He doesn't have to be spiritually sound. He doesn't have to be a man. He doesn't have to be masculine. He can be whatever he wants to be. He can be feminine. He can be gay. He can be whatever he wants to be. He can be the symbol. He can wear rainbow clothes. It doesn't matter, because over there, he doesn't have to be held accountable. We are simply being shunned by our own people because they don't want to be held accountable by us. Let them be. Let them be. We don't care. We don't have to hold them accountable. But you know who we will hold accountable? We will hold us accountable. And we shall be accountable for building ourselves, girding ourselves with the proper information, girding ourselves with the proper spiritual strength, girding ourselves with enough spiritual strength where the Most High sees a need, sees a way, has the willingness to lead us into battle again. Because I am telling you, brothers, we cannot win without his guidance. We never have. We have never done anything of any notable recognition without the guidance of the Most High. And I am not talking about turning the other cheek and being sprayed with hoses and all that type of beta male submissive shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about war. I'm talking about defending ourselves. I'm talking about going in, doing what we need to do in order to further our own plight, better our own plight, further our own generation in order to solidify our survival. Now, what is it that we will do? We will continue to act like we need these women who have told us in so many words that they are not with us anymore. Will we continue to act like we need to call these beta males back when they have told us, no, you have shunned me enough for being beta. I don't want anything to do with you. They have chosen their side. It is just us against the world. That is it. And I am telling you, you need me. I need you. We all need each other to stand up, man up, be willing to risk it all. Because if we don't risk it all, we may lose it all anyway. So let's go into this like we have nothing to lose. Let's risk it all. We're in a tough situation here, man. No one cares about the black man in this society but us. No one. Who cares? Who cares about the millions of black men being locked in these penitentiaries? No one cares. It is a ploy. Minimize our numbers, minimize our focus, take away our women. They don't care about our women. They just don't want them over here with us. There's no love for our women over there. They just don't want them over here with us. Destroy our society, destroy our unity. Cause us, the ones of us who are left, the men who are left, the true men of the Most High who are left, cause us to waver in our faith, to waver in our confidence, to think that maybe we can't make it without our women, to think maybe our numbers are small because we don't have our beta male compadres. But I'll tell you what the Most High told Moses before he led the children of Israel out of Egypt. He said, I am not leading you out of here because you are the most righteous people, or you are the strongest people, or you are the most mighty people. I am leading you out of here because you are my chosen people. I have chosen you, put you above all other people on earth. I am leading you out of here so that I may show the rest of the world that the people that I have given my name have the power. And brothers, we have the power. We cannot relinquish that power. We cannot lose our faith in that power. We cannot act as if we're in a position where we might as well just wave the white flag. There will be no flag waving. Because either we fight for it and lose it, or we don't fight and lose it anyway. I say, let's stay focused, man. Let's fight. Let's build each other up, man. Let's gird ourselves. Let's root these women out of our lives, man. Listen, there is no black woman who is in your life that is going to be on your side when this takes over, because they already see all of the others over there. We have to cleanse ourselves of those who mean us no good. Females, beta males, we have to cleanse ourselves of them. Either you are with us or you are against us. There is no, you don't have time to see, well, wait a minute, let me see. Give me time to decide. You have decided already. There is no one we can look at and say, well, I don't know if they're with us or against us. We know. Everyone you know if they're with us or against us. Everyone you see, you know if they're with us or against us. The celebrities, you know if they're with us or against us. The pastors, you know if they're with us or against us. Women, men, everyone, you know if they're with us or against us. We don't have time to play anymore, man. We're in a situation where our very lives hang in the balance. Like our very lives hang in the balance, man. Look at the things that are going on around us. This whole gun control thing, all of this. Their goal is to first separate us, then disarm us. But they don't know. Disarm us all you want to. If we're going to be disarmed and we're not going to have our full forces, don't you think we should really be trying to get really close to the Most High? Because we can't win without him and we're disarmed. What can we do? This is bigger than us. This is bigger than men. This is bigger than women. This is bigger than white. This is bigger than black. This is a spiritual war. And as in every other spiritual war, We are God's chosen people. We are his people. He is our God, not their God, not everybody's God. He is our God. We must accept that. Use that as the tool that it is. Build ourselves up, brother, and prepare for battle. That is what we must do. And that is where we are right now, man. Like, our women feel like they're above us now. And one thing I can tell you about women, once they lose respect for you, they'll never get it again. You can't earn the respect of women once they've lost it. So getting them back is over. This whole thing where black women, and you hear these pro-black clowns talking about how, we should welcome our women back. We should treat our women. We don't have a woman anymore. They are gone. The respect for us as black men is lost. It's not coming back. It never has. Show me one scenario in the history of the world where women have lost respect for us and we've gained it back. Never. It doesn't happen. Once the respect is gone, it's gone. And I am telling you right now, we as men have better accept that fact. There is no getting the black woman back. She is gone. She is over there on that side. She has chosen sides. Now, what we must do is close that return door. See, as long as we leave that return door open, we'll maintain hope that she'll come back. Let's close that door. We don't have time to focus on who's going to come back through that door. We need to push everybody through who's going through, close it, secure it, and just focus on the people who are left on the inside of this vessel. This is not a game, man. It wasn't that long ago, man, when we were fighting for basic fucking rights, man. Basic rights. The right to drink out of a fucking water fountain. The right to sit down and have a fucking meal. This is no game. This is not TV, man. This is our lives. This is the reality of our lives, man. We have been fighting. Our people have been fighting this fight since we got to this country. We have been primed for this time. And now it is here. Oppressing us by force is gone. Oppressing us by tact. Oppressing us by ploy. Oppressing us by deceit. Oppressing us by using our own women against us is where we are now. You know what that represents? That represents a respect for the power that we have gained. But we're only halfway to our power. We still haven't embraced the Most High the way we should. You know why? Because so much Christian brainwashing has taken place that it's hard to wrap your mind around the concept that we are the chosen people of the Most High. All of the atheists talk about, well, the fairy tale man in the sky. All of the talk about a man should love his wife the way he loved it, the way Christ loved the church. All of this. It is hard for us as men to wrap our mind around the concept that we are the chosen people of the Most High. The chosen men of the Most High. Our women were never chosen. They just came along for the ride. It is time, brothers. We must accept that our time is now. Either we do it now, either we combine our forces now, either we stand up now, or we decide that we are going to be spiritually imprisoned for our lives, for our children's lives, for their children's lives, for generations. We either fight for our right to be who we are. We embrace the healing hand, the warring spirit of the Most High as our shield and our buckler and our sword, and we prepare for a war that's already been declared on us. We're just not fighting yet. The only reason the war hasn't gotten violent because we're not fighting. We're just sitting around, waiting to see what's going to happen. Still worrying about these. I feel like Moses. Father, just don't worry about those women. Destroy those women. Just create us some new women. We don't want them anymore. We are in a position to determine how God handles them, how God handles us, how God handles the world. Why are we shunning that power? That is power, man. We are in a position to influence how the Most High reacts, how he interacts with the world. What is more powerful than that? How much money do you need to get that type of power? Do you think Bill Gates can buy that type of power? Do you think Donald Trump can wield that type of power with his little button? Man, we are the most powerful men in the world. We are the most powerful men in the world only if we embrace that through embracing our position with the Most High. And until we do that, man, we will forever be at the mercy of anyone who wants to plot against us, who wants to plan against us, who wants to attempt to destroy us in any possible way. This is it, man. This is our final curtain call, man. This is our final curtain call. I was put here for this. I was created for this. I am the one who was put here to speak these words, to invoke this ideology, to invoke this strength, to incur the wrath of the Most High against the world who has attempted to suppress us and oppress us for all of these years. It is us. It is our time, and I am the one. I will die for this. I will live for this. This information was given me by the Most High for a reason. This is the reason. Now is the time. There is no more time to waste. No more time to waste. And worrying about our women coming back is just a waste of time. We don't need the dead weight. See, we need people on the team that we can trust. We don't need someone who may simply be a spy coming back to go back and tell their master what our plans are. We don't need that. All we need is to be what we are destined to be. And that is the sons of the Most High. Period. That is where we need to be. That is what we are, man. Darius said Adam was content. He was, man. He was content. Now, let me tell you something else. All the while Adam was there by himself, how many times did Satan tempt Adam? How many times did Satan walk up to Adam and say, hey, man, you know God lying about that tree, don't he? He knew he couldn't step to that man. That man would not respond to that. He knew it was a waste of time. But no sooner than a woman comes along, Satan automatically knows, I got him now. That woman doesn't have the same spiritual connection to the Most High. Her connection is simply to the man. So, of course, in his beguiling way, he influences the woman to do the wrong thing. Now, the woman, on the other hand, has a much greater chance of influencing the man, not because the man loved the woman so much, but because the man held the woman in such high regard. He believed that she would be as strong and righteous as he was. He never thought once that she would eat off the tree. That's why he let her roam around free. You think if he had known that woman would fall victim, that he would just let her roam around free? He would have had someone in there spying on her, some monkeys or something would have been talking. He would have watched her every step of the way, but he didn't, because he believed that she would be as righteous, upstanding, strong-willed, spiritually sound as he was. But oh, what a surprise he got. And think about this. Even more so than that, think about how beguiling she had to be in order to look at him in the face and say, I know what God said, but I am telling you God did not tell you the truth. The God who was here before I was here, the God who created you, the God who created me for you, he's not telling you the truth. You should believe me. Look, I am not dead. Here, have some. At that moment, there was a choice to be made. I will follow the Most High. I will call the Most High and say, God, give me another woman. The woman you have given me is an idiot. Or I can bite into this fruit that I know the Most High doesn't want me to bite into. What does Adam do? He bites into the fruit. Do we even need a force around us that's so influential on us that it could convince us to do the opposite of what the Most High wants us to do? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I'm convinced that that is not the thing that we need to do, man. And I think you guys are convinced the same. All right, let's get over here in these comments for a minute, man. Go ahead in these comments for a minute, man. Let me pop this link up in here. All right, there we go. One. Let me pop this other one up in here. As y'all can see, man, I'm in here pecking like shit, man. I don't do no typing, man. I be pecking. All right, man. A couple of links there. Y'all go over there to the bookofafroenemy.com, man. Go ahead and check out the 2 exclusive lectures I got over there, man. The Truth of the Alpha and 2 Raw for YouTube. Donate to the PayPal link, man. If you want to donate to the PayPal link, man, there it is. Oh, you know what? Oh, shit, I got to put a PayPal link in there with all that shit on it, too, don't I? My bad. All right, there you go, man. All right, there go the PayPal link, man. Y'all go ahead, man, and go over here. So, they need constant supervision. They need constant guidance and supervision, man. And think about how long it's been since that we've been in a position to give them that guidance and supervision. We don't know where their mind is now. They can't be trusted. Even if they decide tomorrow, man, that they want to come back. If they decide tomorrow that they made a mistake by going over there to the enemy, to master, now they want to come back over here to us, man, and we can't accept them back. We don't know what their mind state is now. It is too late for that. Yeah. Ken 82 Draw said, man, these females always want more. They can't be satisfied. Always want more, man. Give a bitch she want a mile. Give her a rope, she want to be a cowboy. You know, that's just how it is, man. Let me see, every year, I preach myself out the church because I told them they need correct order. The leader told me, he said, I'm sorry for your loss, but I do what you got to do as far as my spouse. What? That's crazy, man. These people crazy, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, man. That's just how it is, fellas. So, you know, man, it's you know, it's you know, man, it's one of those things, man, where, you know, now, man, my mind is all over the place on this, man. You know, let me tell you guys what I got in this shake right here, man. I meant to do that earlier, man. Let me see what I got here, man. Let me see. I got to go into my fitness pal, man. I got a bunch of stuff in this little shake, man. All right, let me check it out. All right, here's what I got in here, man. This old purple looking shit right here. I got some triple berry medley with raspberry, blackberry, blueberry. I got some protein and greens, Vega vegan protein, man. It's actually pretty good, man. I got some PB2 chocolate peanut butter powder, man. It's just a little chocolate peanut butter powder. Strip the fat out of it. I got some Boathouse Farms plant milk. It's got pea protein in it. So it's a pea protein milk. Got 4 ounces of that. I got 1 red plum, 106 grams of that cut up. I got 1 Bartlett pear, 125 grams of that cut up. I got 2 ounces of fresh squeezed, not from concentrate, orange mango juice. And I've got 40 grams of organic baby spinach in there. I just blended it all up, man. And, let me give you guys some nutritional value on this shit. This is what really going to kill you, man. And that's all I've had today, man. Let me give you some nutritional value on that shit. All right. What we got? I got 33 grams of protein out of that, 70 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fiber, 6 grams of fat. Let's see, no cholesterol, only 422 grams of sodium. I got 850 grams of potassium out of that. I got 92% of my daily recommended intake of vitamin A, 62% of my daily recommended intake of vitamin C, 33% of my daily recommended intake of calcium, and 16% of my daily recommended intake of iron. That's just from that one shake, man. I'm telling you, that's food right there. And then I just juiced it all together, man, just blended it. So it's straight nutrition. It's straight nutrient uptake, man. You know what I'm saying? No time taken to, wait around with it. It's just straight nutritional uptake. It ain't the best tasting shit. I ain't gonna lie to you now. It ain't bad, but it ain't something that you gonna want to, It ain't bad, man. So, yeah, man. I just wanted to chop it up with you guys today, man, and give up a little game, man. I really wasn't expecting to go in that direction, man, but that's really what I'm about, man. I was put here for this purpose, man. Somebody has to be the modern Moses, man, and it's my calling, man. I don't want to focus on any of this other bullshit, man. I want to do the things that are necessary for us as men to improve our plight, man, and go the direction that we need to go in, because I want me and my brothers to see our rightful place in this society, our rightful place at the peak of the world, at the epitome of the world, man. This is our world. Our God controls it. Everything in this world is meant for us, man. So let's get it. Let's focus on it. Let's get it. Everything in this world is meant for us. You appreciate that, Everett Gilliam. Appreciate that, bro. Jay Stacks, man, you just waking up? Tezzy boy, you know what, man? I don't know if I told y'all, man, I just got my fucking copyright papers for the music back 2 weeks ago, man. I sent it off 17 months ago. They told me they were backed up, so it's going to be 8 to 13 months. And they say that when you send it, once they receive it, then your copyright is already on file. But I don't trust that, man. It be boys out here. Even Drake, man. Drake be stealing people music all the time, man. These boys out here, they'll hit you for a track, man. So I just got it back, man, a couple of weeks ago, man. Actually, 3 weeks ago, man. Then I got sick with the flu a couple of weeks ago, man. So, yeah, it's coming, Tezzy boy, man. No doubt about it, man. It's on the way. I actually got a cat working on a video for a joint called I Run This Club, man. It's a banger, man. Track, man, I got from the homie Cinema Beats. Cinema is cold, man. You know what I'm saying? If you look him up, man, Cinema Beats, man, that boy is cold. I probably brought 5 tracks from him, man. He cold. Let me see who else cold, man. I got a couple tracks from Vibe Beats. I got some track from Superstar O. Superstar O is the cat who made he made the beat. He made the music for Chris Jones' Pump Chaser intro. You know, you hear that Superstar at the beginning. I got 3 tracks from that cat, man. Let me see, man. I got quite a few tracks, man, from the cats that Mic Check Music, man. This cat out of LA, man. That's got that fucking a Martin UGK sound shit, man. His shit banging. I got 3 tracks from Mic Check, man. So I got some music coming up, man. And man, y'all tell me, man, should I do the music on my Alpha channel, man, or just create a totally different channel for it, man? You know, so I'm gonna let y'all help me decide that, man. But yeah, I got some bangers coming, bro. Some real bangers. I'm talking about bangers. And instead of just putting up, pictures with music, man, my goal is to do a video for each one, man. Oh yeah, man, I'm always down with a collabo, man. Always, for sure. For sure. I think that's how you grow your fan base, man. Doing collabos, man. You know, even the cats that sign the major labels, man, they do collabos all the time. That's just how you expand your fan base, man. Got to be open to do collabs, man. Got to be. So yeah, for sure, man. You know, I'm with that. Jay Stacks, man, you done fell asleep, man. You missed the whole joint, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's my day, man, to pick my son up, man. So I'm about to get ready to shut this thing down, man. So I can go pick him up from school right quick. And so, man, I appreciate you fellas coming through, man. Everybody who came through. Negro MGTOW, Will 33, man. I appreciate y'all guys donating, man. I really do, man. You know what I'm saying? I know how hard we all work for our money, man. So your willingness to donate, you know, some of your hard-earned pesos, man. I appreciate it, bro. No doubt about it. So Tezzy boy, man, we're gonna have to link up, man. We're gonna have to link up and chop it up about that, man. So, fellas, I'm gonna make this move, man. I'll be back in this joint tomorrow, man. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the t-shirts, man. The first run, the first design, man. It's a simple design, but very effective. Yo, y'all stay up, man. John Davis, I appreciate you coming through, man. That's good concept you brought in, man. I'm glad you brought it up for discussion, man, because we need to discuss every angle to make sure that, hell, some of my angles may need to be brushed up. And if they do, man, I'm open for suggestions and ideas from you guys as well, man. None of us is perfect. None of us knows everything, man. We all need to, you know, keep brainstorming ideas, man, to make sure that we can enlighten one another, man. Still sharp and still. It always has. It always will. So, in the immortal words of the homie Book of Alpha running me, Alpha suck, Beta's down. Peace.